Kishore, sir, would you have
give me the file. First one. This one.
The second.
This
first.
I don't want to take a break from my time. So still time trying to plenty of I'm telling you one thing. Being an offline complainant, which has not helped so few from the liability of becoming an accused in a subsequent way. No, I'm a complainant. After the court of it will transpire that I would say likely then I can become an accused. I'm telling you. You go for looking for artworks, no? And then you
You have to be 5 lakhs.
just for what was the word?
From the main list, item number 1.
Mid, please. So far as, my lord, the deployment of CAPF is concerned, my lord, we have prepared a blueprint of a requirement where they are required to be placed, how we are going to check it. May I place that, my lord, a small 2-page note, my lord?
Have you placed it before Justice Kadaki?
Yes, we have furnished it to Justice Kadaki also, my lord. And
when did you do it?
February, my lord.
13th February. Yes. 100 companies, how many to a company?
135, my lord. We have given justification also, my lord. Probably this will be required for 1 year, my lord. 1 year, by the time legal mining and everything will start, my lord.
And how are you going to provide for accommodation?
My lord, we have provided that we will create a page, your lordship will see, second page, proposed financial implication, GO quarters and then subordinate officers quarter, 30-man barrack including mess, kitchen, toilet, etc.
You have GO's quarters available?
No, we will have to construct, my lord.
Then how will you construct them? How long will it take? Construction does not happen in 2 months, 2 weeks or...
And the cost they have indicated 316 crore rupees, my lord.
Yes.
Initially, we will have to pay this much amount.
You have indicated this?
No, this is our estimate, my lord.
The cost of construction itself is 316 crore rupees, my lord.
No, that's all right. That the infrastructure will stay. That can be later used for internal police purposes. Because the police population ratio is very poor over here. Ultimately, you have to augment the police force. So those will remain, plus it's a growing economy. So therefore, barracks can remain, government GO quarters and subordinate officers quarters, they will be requiring for government employees itself. So that the state government will use for whatever.
Recurring, they only indicated the vehicles cost, my lord.
Yeah, vehicle costs only. And they'll also have to pay the salaries of the...
Also, they have not indicated that.
How much is that?
That comes to about 50,000 per constable, my lord, per month.
50,000 per constable per month.
Now, the central government will definitely assist us, my lord. They have been providing.
Yeah. They've given a thing which will right now we'll request you,
My lord.
to release 10 companies for your whoever will be the head over here of the entire thing. In consultation with Justice Kataki, you deploy people at strategic places.
To check the transportation part.
To check the transportation only.
My lord.
To check the transportation only. And if you have done that, and you'll have 10 companies meaning 20 each.
One company is 130.
135. 135. That's a lot. That's a lot. 135. What is your total strength of police in the state?
I think, my lord, less than 50,000, less than. Here, my lord, it's very, because 135 is total Clarier district. We are having 135, my lord, whole of Clarier. So if I multiply 11 into 200,
so there are 12 districts. We are not asking for a company per district, but 10 companies in all. There are some places where you need less, some places where you need more. So according to that, and decide on the strategic thing with Justice Kataki and how the expenses will come. Right now, concentrate on the transportation.
But only one.
And the side effect of this will be, naturally, once you do this, you'll be checking for contraband of any kind.
Right.
So the drug movement will also be hopefully arrested as a fallout of this, which is a boon for the state. Because again, the state is doing, we see that there's been, under this present DGP, there has been a whole lot of improvement in drug kind of apprehension. But for every truck that you catch, or for every catchment that, for every, kind of consignment that you catch, there are probably 2 or 3 that are slipping out.
Yes.
Not because of deliberate thing, but because they hide and they, if there is no chance of success, why would people be taking a chance? So there must be a chance of success for which people take a chance.
Yes.
So if even 33%, and that's how the cost goes up.
Yes. My lord, only one significant aspect of the entire matter, my lord. My lord, CRPF and CISF, they have slightly different mandates, my lord. What happens, my lord, CRPF only assists the state police, my lord. They work under the command and control of state police. So CRPF per se will not be empowered to, or will not have the power to check the bills and challans and all those things, my lord. But when CISF is in place, my lord, it operates its own, my lord. It takes the full control of
Will CISF do traffic duty?
transportation part. They can do that, my lord.
If CISF does transportation part, very good.
Because what happens, my lord, for example, like in the airport, CISF will full control of the entire thing, my lord. But CRPF, they only follow the state police, my lord. Wherever the state police asks them to go, they go.
It's augmenting the police force.
Now, if the state police itself remains in the control of things, my lord, in my humble submission, they are not ill progress.
Now, they are being placed before under the command of Justice Kataki, and once there is an order of your lordship.
No. Justice Kataki is giving guidance. They are not under the command of Justice Kataki.
Your lordship's order directing the deployment of 10 companies, my lord, and then pursuant to your lordship's order, they can have independent command, independent power to check it.
No, if you are raised in a particular fashion,
yes, you know,
then you cannot do it overnight, and it's dangerous to give them that because without experience. They have no commandant who can tell them, shoot now or stop now. It's very dangerous to give that overnight. For instance, the incident that happened at Sora. Yes. I had gone and the SDPO came and the SDO came, and it was like a riot. There were more than nearly 2,000 people.
Yes, sir. That I have seen and
thank God, and there was very limited CRPF.
Yes.
And they wanted shoot orders because it had gone so much out of hand. There was fire all around. There was pelting. And thank God, those orders were not given. Who are you shooting? You're shooting your own people.
Yes, sir. That shooting is no answer to all this law and order problem.
So, Lordship, can you grant me 3 days time, my lord? I'll talk to them how the things have to be worked out, my lord. I can come back in 3 days time, my lord, with all the instructions, my lord, from CISF, my lord.
And you've studied the 12th interim report that Justice Kataki had filed.
10th, we have got 10th interim report, my lord.
We have got the 11th report.
11th I have not received.
11th was filed on 24th February. And then we did not take it up because, some political parties,
yes, sir.
Were trying to get mileage. That's why we stopped
yes,
the matter before the election.
Highly obliged, my lord, because of that.
No. We don't want our orders to be used for political purposes.
Yes, I understand, my lord. I've never.
But basically, I'll have instructions on, so Lordship has indicated 10 companies of CISF, maybe.
As of now.
Yes.
And primarily for checking the transport.
Primarily for checking the transport.
So they'll identify the strategic points where
they'll identify the points and things like that.
And how much manpower will be required, and what will be the facilities for their accommodation. These are the 3 things basically.
The 2 incidental things which will happen, and both are very close to our hearts, I think. One is drugs, the other is overloading. Both are going to be checked. They are byproducts of the same process.
Yes.
The roads have improved considerably. Several parts the roads have improved considerably, even though that the high bypass is not done. Then even the Jowai road, not the Jawai road, the Dauki road is not complete. But some of the roads are excellent now. For instance, not the highway part, the state highway part of the link between Shillong and Jawai is excellent.
This is a national highway, madam.
No. National highway is which comes up from Umiam side and goes through, what is it, Mokorneng, right up to, Thadleshkain, and then turns left into the thing. But the highway meets at that.
Going through the Joy City.
Going to Jawai. From Shillong, that highway was in pitiable condition, but now is in excellent order. So things have improved, and these things take time. They don't happen overnight. Things they happen in time, and there are also prominently, some primary healthcare centers which are functioning openly, have a lot of people around them. They used to be PHCs with boards.
Yes, madam.
But now we find PHCs with people also around them. And it doesn't happen overnight, as we said, you've got to make people, you have to persuade people to come there. You can't chain and bring them there. The state has prepared what it calls a blueprint for the deployment of the Central Reserve Police Force in the state to check the illegal mining of coal and its transportation. Full stop. Paragraph, the state's plan is rather grandiose as it seeks deployment of 100 companies in the eastern range and 60 companies in the western range, where one company consists of 135 personnel. Full stop. Paragraph. Though the state has indicated in great detail the number of companies to be deployed in the 12 districts, including bifurcating the companies which would be involved in checking vehicles and others which would check the mining activities, the cost implication, even on a short-term, temporary basis, may make it unfeasible. Full stop. Indeed, only on account of construction of quarters and barracks, the state has indicated a sum of rupees 316 crore, and for requisitioning vehicles, an annual expenditure in excess of rupees 58 crore. Full stop. Paragraph. At any rate, even if the infrastructure constructed may be put to use by the state upon the Central Armed Police Force, upon the CRPF no longer being required, it would take considerable period to complete the construction, and it would be a Herculean task to house 160 companies on a temporary basis. Full stop. Paragraph. Instead, it appears to be fair and reasonable to this court to deploy 10 companies, not of CRPF, but of the Central Industrial Security Force. That is because, as the central government duly points out, that CRPF functions under the command of the state police, whereas CISF can function independently. Full stop. On a query from the court, it is submitted on behalf of the central government that CISF would be able to handle the aspect of checking vehicular traffic. Full stop. Paragraph. Considering the total area in the state and that some of the remote pockets do not have roads or even the menace of illegal coal mining and its transportation, 10 companies of CISF should be enough. Full stop. It should be enough to check the transportation, to check the vehicles and completely arrest the illegal transportation of coal. Full stop. While CISF is engaged in checking the vehicles, there is no doubt that it would also check for contraband and ensure that the goods vehicles conform to the weight limits for plying on the state and national highways in Meghalaya. Full stop. Paragraph. Dr. Bhuvika, will ascertain the logistics and formalities for 10 companies of CISF to be deployed for the purpose of checking the illegal transportation of coal in the state. Full stop. The process may not last several years as the state proposes to open up scientific mining and grant licenses therefore in accordance with law, which may make illegal coal mining an unattractive proposition thereafter. Full stop. Paragraph. Justice Kataki has filed an 11th interim report, which the state and the central government should consider. Full stop. Copies of such report may be obtained from the officer assigned to this court, if not already served. Full stop. Paragraph, it is also proposed that upon the 10 companies being made available, 10 CISF companies being made available for the indicated purpose, comma, the key areas which need to be manned and guarded would be decided in consultation with Justice Kataki. Full stop. The matter will appear a weekends.
My lord, only one, if lots of somewhere observes, my lord, it is on payment basis, my lord. That has already come early in the previous one.
It is made clear that the deployment of CISF will be on payment basis, comma, subject to negotiation between the state and the center.
Item number 2.
Same whole matter, my lord.
My lord, I am appearing for the petitioner, my lord, in this matter.
Yes.
My lord, as per order dated 7/9/2022, my lord, your lordship was pleased to direct my statement was made before this honorable court that the plants operating without meeting the required norms have been shut down, my lord. As per my information, my lord, it has not been done, your lordship. So, at this, may I pray, my lord,
What has not been done? What has not been done, Mr. Goyal?
My lord, it has not been shut down, my lord, because out of 57, only 11 coke operating, my lord, plants have, my lord, requisite license, your lordship. 44 are running, my lord, without license, your lordship. May I pray, your lordship, may take refer this matter to my lord Justice Kataki, my lord, so that a proper information, my lord.
This is the matter in which there was a report which was filed of...
Yes, my lord, there are two matters, my lord. This is again coke matter, my lord, and the other was from Salang area, where we have started demolishing the units there in Salang area, wherever we found that illegal coke oven plant has been constructed. And Justice Kataki has also been monitoring this. He has asked for reports. We have furnished some report. If this matter goes and whatever information is required, we will shut down each and every illegal coke oven plant.
Very well. The state fairly submits that there is no impediment to shutting down all illegally operating coke plants in the state. Full stop. Paragraph. As to what may be perceived to be illegally operating coke plants would be when such plants do not have any license or permission to operate, or comma, even if they do possess the requisite license, comma, the source of coal is not legitimate. Full stop. Both aspects are of key importance. Full stop. Paragraph. The state offers that this aspect of the matter may also be looked into by Justice Kataki, comma, as suggested on behalf of the petitioner. Paragraph. Accordingly, comma, the petitioner is given liberty to approach Justice Kataki, who has been appointed to monitor the implementation of the orders of the National Green Tribunal and the Supreme Court pertaining to illegal coal mining in the state, to ensure that similar illegality is not perpetuated by illegally operating coke plants. Full stop. Paragraph. The matter will appear 8 weeks hence, full stop, any observation pertaining to illegally operating coal plants may be incorporated in the interim reports that are filed regularly by Justice Kataki in the suo motu proceedings.
My Lord, may I submit in this regard, my Lord?
Yes.
My Lord, what I learned, my Lord, these are all Benami plants, my Lord, these co-plants. Nobody knows who is the owner of these plants and who are the workers in this plant. Now, what I learned, my Lord, the owners have run away from the plant, and some kind of criminal investigation is required in this, my Lord. Who were the people behind setting up these plants, my Lord, and how much coal they consumed?
The matter came to me, my Lord. I have advised add 120B IPC, add other sections also, and trace the real owner behind, because what has happened, what I saw, my Lord, that local population is having the plant in their name, but it is being run by persons who are from outside Meghalaya, my Lord. That kind of modus operandi. So we have in fact written to the respective existing FIR, add these sections and trace them, and we are trying to arrest them also, my Lord. Soon we will arrest them also. We are taking action in this regard, because once this fact was brought to my notice, I said that ultimately we are going to arrest small fries. Bigger fries are sitting in Guwahati and other places, and they are doing it. So then I have
everyone knows names, my Lord.
No, whatever the case, we have to
blind eye, my Lord.
No, we have to add 120B, because we call the Sardars local ilaka.
Very well, Dr. Mozika, learned DSG submits that after orders have been passed for shutting illegal coke plants, the real persons who started the illegal operations may have abandoned most of the coke plants, and the local persons or the workers may have taken over its reduced operations. Full stop. Dr. Mozika suggests that the identification of the kingpins should not be a difficult job, as they are well known. Full stop. Paragraph. Learned Advocate General submits that the state has called upon the investigating agency to trace out the original operators and bring them to book. Full stop. Additional penal provisions have apparently been incorporated in the original FIR to facilitate such process. Full stop. If the real culprits are well known, it would be expected of the state to take appropriate action against them in accordance with law. Full stop. Yes.
Deeply.
Take care, brother. Yeah.
These operations, but they say that the local people do anything when they need, they are being gone after. This big price they are lowered.
Yeah, but
Just saying.
So next we do number 2. Number 2, Molu Kumar. So Molu is over to Shalam. This is clear here. Shalam area. Yes, sir. No, sir. Sir. 3 and 4. 4 is the cold matter, the second.
Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From the main list, item number 1.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
In item number 1, my lord, I appeared on behalf of respondent number 14, my lord.
Yes.
And in item number 1, my lord, an affidavit was filed by the government of Assam, Your Lordship. And today I have filed my reply on that affidavit. But in the meantime, another additional affidavit filed by the petitioner, my lord, with some documents, and we need to file our reply on that affidavit, Your Lordship, and we got some documents which is voluminous, my lord, for which today we failed to file the affidavit. We need some time, my lord, because it is very required for us to reply that, my lord.
Perhaps the 14th respondent has filed an affidavit, but seeks further time to deal with the allegations in an affidavit recently filed by the petitioner. Full stop. Paragraph. Such affidavit should be filed in the next 3 days. Full stop. The matter will appear next Monday's date on 20th.
Lordship, we would also like to file it.
I am appealing for responsible C. I have received the copy of the affidavit in reply today in the morning. Lordship may also allow us, if required, I will file a rejoinder.
Paragraph.
So many allegations have been
both the state of Meghalaya and the state of Assam may also deal with the petitioner's affidavit, but within the same time. Full stop. No further time will be granted for such purpose.
My lord. Only thing is this, my lord, we have brought the RTI reply, my lord, which we have obtained from
We are not going into that. Mr. Khan, I just remembered seeing you that you wanted that service thing. We can have it any time, I also want to address members of the bar once, keeping you informed of some of the things that we are doing. So I want to do that, and if you want something on the service thing, we can have it at the Judicial Academy, maybe after court one day instead of Fridays, because Fridays I tend to go out or we have other programs.
We can have it on Thursday, Lordship.
A Thursday would be good, immediately after court and whenever it's convenient.
Lordship, yes,
I can do it even at your place. I have no problems in that, but I also want to address members of the bar on some of the steps that we are taking, so that you also remain informed.
Item number 2.
May I please, Your Lordship? In item number 2, I am the petitioner, my lord.
Yes, sir.
And the matter relating to illegal functioning of my lord cook plan, Your Lordship. And so far the RTI reply, my lord, only 4 cook plan were granted approval. But from the affidavit filed by the respondent number 5, my lord, at page number 30, my lord, affidavit filed by the respondent number 5, my lord, Deputy Commissioner, it reflected, my lord, the 3 cook plant which I have here as respondent, my lord, their validity has expired on 2020, and thereafter no renewal of their approval, my lord. And that apart, the source of coal for running those plant, Your Lordship, is also not ascertainable because the valid documents are not submitted before the authority, my lord.
Yes,
this is page number 30, my lord.
No, it's not the same matter. This is the 57 illegal coke.
Yes, my lord. Lordship, in the full bench, my lordship has directed, because there also the allegation is against coke oven plant only regarding source illegal running of the coke plant, my lord. Similar order can be passed, my lord, and we are demolishing. So far as Salang area is concerned, and we are registering the FIR also, my lord. In these cases, in fact, we have registered the FIR also, my lord. So that is the step.
A similar matter pertaining to the operation of illegal coke plants in the state came up earlier today before a full bench of this court. Paragraph, some directions have been issued, including Justice BP Kataki, bracket retired, to monitor the coke plants which are operating in the state and their status, based on whether they have permission to operate and also the source of the coal being used. Full stop. Paragraph, the relevant matter has been adjourned for 8 weeks or something.
8 weeks.
8 weeks upon recording the state's submission that the state is interested in demolishing all illegally operating coke plants and ascertaining the identities of the real persons who started or continue such operations. Full stop. Paragraph. Accordingly, let this matter appear 8 weeks hence before the full bench.
Item number 3.
Liberty is given to the petitioner to approach Justice Kataki with any details that may assist Justice Kataki in monitoring the operations at the coke plants in the state. Yes. What is this about?
Regard to issuance of reassessment notice, Lordship.
Yes, what happened? Calcutta High Court?
The matter was last listed on, came up for hearing on 24 January. Now, after the matter is listed tomorrow, Lordship.
How can we go on endlessly? Listed tomorrow before which bench?
Before, it has not been notified, Lordship.
Since the relevant petition before the Calcutta High Court is said to come up, is expected to come up tomorrow, let this matter stand over for a further 4 weeks. Full stop. Paragraph, the subsisting interim order will continue, but the petitioner is reminded that such order cannot be extended indefinitely. Full stop. List on consulate.
Item number 4.
What is the matter about?
Lord, transportation of coal from Jharkhand to Bangladesh, Lord. By the PIL was filed.
Yes. 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 Very well. Since the petitioner seeks time to file a rejoinder to the affidavit filed by the state.
By the respondent number 11, my lord.
To the affidavit filed by the respondent number 11, let the matter appear tense, full stop. All parties desirous of filing affidavits, including the petitioner's rejoinder, should be filed within the next 10 days.
Okay.
Item number 5.